let's talk about how to sell without a product. It's a strategy that I have used myself time and time again, where I sell early versions of my products or pre-sell them before they're even created. I've made literally millions of dollars myself doing that. I'll explain how I did it at the end. But what I want to do first is show you 5 examples of household name companies that started selling before they actually had any kind of decent product. Every one has gone on to become a multi-billion-dollar empire. Maybe you recognize this one. You couldn't even pay them when they launched. They had no way to accept payments, but you'd actually have to go to the house and pay in cash. That's how they started. You couldn't pay online. They had no way to search a map. You couldn't search by zip code and look in and zoom and try to figure out where the houses you wanted. They launched this business using their own personal credit card debt to get started. And before they were profitable, they actually ended up having to sell cereal. And Airbnb is now worth $80 billion. They're a prime example of why you need to just get launched. Do not wait. Launch your business, even if it looks like that. Anybody know what this is now? It had 2 features. It had this low resolution, grainy live stream video of the founder of the company named Justin and a chat. That's it. Now, this business has over 2 million viewers at any time across thousands of different streamers. Now, this site was acquired eventually for $1 billion, and it all started with this ugly, pixely live stream of just some average, ordinary guy. It's Twitch, the biggest live streaming platform on the internet. Now, think about that. They outpace network television by quite a lot. Started out just like that with a grainy little video and chat panel. The next one is shocking. It started way back in 1994. This business was famously launched out of a garage. The founder decided to leave a well-paid job. He was a Wall Street investment banker, left his job, and the first clue is he left his job to launch an online bookstore. He saw the writing on the wall with how powerful the internet is going to be. This is way back, this is early. And he knew that the internet was going to be powerful. He went all in and bet everything on his online bookstore, and people thought he was crazy. And so after making a basic website with a bunch of book listings, they went live. That was the whole business. You guys have probably all heard of drop shipping, right? So drop shipping is when you don't have a product. You don't have anything in your hand, and you take orders from people, right? So someone buys the product, and then you got to call the manufacturer, and the manufacturer then ships it directly to the person who bought it from you. It never touches your hands, right? Guess what? Amazon started as a drop shipping site. No joke. When someone bought a book on that site, he had to call up the distributor and ask him to ship the book to the customer. Crazy, right? Now, he went online, and within a month, he was doing $20,000 in sales every week with this. And now, years later, this company is worth over $1 trillion. Did Jeff Bezos become a perfectionist? Did he wait until he had a perfect business going? He didn't even have products to sell. He didn't have any physical inventory or books that he could sell to anyone. And he had an ugly website. He got started and now made a company worth $1 trillion. Our next example started back in 2009. And it was ugly. Everyone's private driver. On-demand car service by a phone and SMS. It started off clunky, ugly, unsophisticated. If you wanted to get a car from this company, you would have to text them on the phone, like open up SMS, text where you were at, give them your address, and then they would drive over to where you were at. If you wanted to sign up, it actually sent an email to the founder of the business, and he had to manually set you up if you wanted to get an account. Now, this company went public in 2019. At that time, they reported over 90 million monthly viewers. This was Uber. Can you guess what this one is? Now, back in the day when they were brand new, they started off as an internal messaging tool for podcast publishers. The tool was a hit with their employees, so the founders decided to take it to the public. Now, this ugly website right here saw 20,000 messages a day the first month they went public. The kind of famous owner of the business, he somewhat controversially bought it for $44 billion. It's Twitter. All of these launches, the reason I'm showing them to you is that every one of these had what we call a minimum viable product, an MVP. So it's the product with core features and nothing more. And often the core features don't work well. They're buggy and they're clunky and they're not exciting or anything like that. They're usually ugly and they're often worse than their competitors. In the case where these companies had competitors, their option, their version was worse, had not as good functionality, didn't look as good, and they got out fast though. So because of that mind frame of getting to market fast and getting launched, they ultimately won and became huge multi-billion-dollar companies. Now, I coach a lot of entrepreneurs that many of them are just getting started at the beginning. And one of the things that I really notice a lot of people get stuck on is the getting started part. I'm not kidding. I know entrepreneurs that I've been working with that have been stuck in this state for years, paralyzed by wanting to overthink, overdo, over-perfect before they ever get a product to market. And people who take forever to actually get started is ultimately often because they're afraid they're going to fail. So you have to park that off to the side and you just have to start. Truth is, it's just perfectly okay to start out with something that's bad. And in most cases, most new businesses, most new products start out bad. Just the truth. Wanting to launch the perfect product stops people before you ever get started, and you never end up pursuing your dreams. Then you adjust, you learn, you gradually build up to become the perfect product, the one that you have in your dreams. I'd like to set you up with a free demo of Pushbutton AI. Right now, Pushbutton AI is closed to the public, but we do allow private beta access. And if you're interested in finding out how you can have our AI technology create an entire business for you, where it can create a 12-module training course that you can sell to users, a free report, a squeeze page, a sales page, a 30-day email sequence, videos, audios, a logo, and a whole lot more. It's everything to build a complete business. If you'd like to get a live demo of that, text us with the word demo. Text us DEMO for the free demo to be able to see this technology in action. Because what we'll do, one of our marketing experts will get on a one-on-one Zoom call with you and they will demo the technology. And while you're on there, they'll help you with picking niche markets, selecting what kind of a course you might want to build, and they'll show in front of your eyes how it works. You're going to see how the Pushbutton AI software can dramatically speed up your time to market so that you can build an entire business. It literally registers your domain name for you, it picks your domain name for you, sets up your hosting, launches your entire business, all while you watch. You get a chance to see how the technology can make all of that stuff for you, and it's push button simple. Now, I do want to say, even though it's push button simple and it really speeds up the time to profit, you really need to be aware that any business that you create, that you try to profit from, takes effort, energy, money, time, and commitment. And only if you're willing to put those into your new business should you set up a demo. We have special niche coaching that is powered by AI that will help you select your niche market, help you figure out what kind of a course to create the entire 12-lesson training course. It's ready to deploy. They'll do that for you live on Zoom one-on-one. So text the number you see on your screen. And by the way, make sure you like, subscribe, and engage with us on this video. Do all that stuff. I have lots more great content coming. So we'll see you next time.